Welcome. In this video, we're going to do an unboxing of the third edition of Machina Arcana. So down at the table, before we dig into the box, just want to let you know you can get play mats separately. So they've got one for holding the board and some of the cards, and another long mat for the additional cards and the main storyboard. And you can get a pack of 4 more mats for your player board and cards. And just note, this game does have dice in it that may betray you, and because of the betrayal that happened to Hugh over at Plaguelands Media, I did pick up the dice file in case I need to put some dice from the base game into Dice Jail and try some other dice. So with that, let's go ahead and look at the back of this. So this is a game that's going to last about 30 to 240 minutes, so expect to spend some time here at the table for 1 to 4 players, ages 14 and up. This is a cooperative horror adventure game. In Machina Arcana, players take on the role of explorers thrown into the dreadful halls, scratching for survival and progressing through the chapters from one of many horror stories. Even if they manage to stay alive until the end of the story, they will face a special mini-game at the finale of each scenario. The unique environment, interactive inventory, combat mechanics, and tactical diversity are all enveloped in an integral storytelling experience that provides both total immersion in the world and full replay value. But beware, a horde of unique and terrifying monsters are bent on destroying your party. If that isn't enough, horror itself disrupts and hinders any remaining hope in these comfortless chambers. So have you ever been frightened into paradise? Well, apparently we're going to be. So taking a look inside, we have our manual 3.0. And on the back of this, it's going over the game round, gives you page references in the book, tributes and other things. And this book is 31 pages long, so you've got a nice table of contents in the back. The front goes over a game overview, then all of our components laid out, showing you what they are. Component overview continued, game setup. Then going over is choosing a scenario, the basic gameplay, the units, different card and unit effects, map tiles, going over items, chapters, abilities and events, and targeting for line of sight. Then some more effects and monster behavior. Then we have our guidebook. Be sure to read this first. Opening up, take heed, explorers. So we've got some backstory going on, then game playthrough, which is going to take you through an example of a few turns. So we've got round 1, round 2. So it's going to really introduce you to how to play the game and understand what's going on. And round 5, so 23 pages there. You can go check out a soundtrack, component database, Facebook group, and official YouTube channel, and how to assemble the box and put it back, everything back in the box. Then we have 4 player aids, going over the explorer phase, the actions you can take, spawn phase, and the horror phase. On the back, the monster phase, so some nice player aids there. Then we have some punch-out boards. Going to show all of our monsters and just a variety of different tokens, everything double-sided, and they punch out pretty easily there, just what I call the standard thickness for tokens. And another tray here with some more monsters and our player characters. And looks like the remainder of our tokens here. And looks like we have some trays to put our tokens in once we punch them all out. And then some boards for us. So we had 13 map tiles there. Most of them are double-sided, so taking a quick look at those. So different terrain and different places on each of these. Brightly colored for our horror-filled rooms. I'm just taking a quick look at all those. Got some open grates, just some weird places to go explore. And some doors. Like it's going to fit the theme very much. So finishing up looking at those. And our last ones are just going to have symbols on the back. Then we have our chapter board. You can see they're recessed to put our tokens in so they don't slide off. Very nice. Another token tray there. And for this, we've got our player boards. Put our character sheet. Got different symbols we need to track on the board. And then to keep track of our different statistics there. And underneath, got a nice bag for some of our tokens. Or maybe dice. And speaking of dice that will betray us, got a bunch of D6s, and these are specialized dice. And then one D10. And some of our markers for our boards. And they are different colors, and they've got a nice symbology on the top, so you know what track they're supposed to be going on. Go ahead and take a look at how they're going to fit on there. So like I said, dual layer cardboard, so they're not going to slide off. And we've got standees for all of our punch out characters. So a closer look at those. Looks like one already jumped out. And then a bunch of other cards that we will take a closer look at here. And when we do go through them, I'll probably go through them fairly quick so don't spoil anything for you, but kind of give you an idea of what all's in here. So here we've got all the cards laid out by their different types. And underneath the insert in the box, I did find this token. So something hidden in there for you. So start by looking at our characters we have. So they're going to have our name, our abilities, attributes, and potentially a scenario symbol. So I've got Jesse Monroe, a gunman, Kim Richards, a gunman, Belinda Warren, a bruiser, Hank Gordon, another bruiser, then Mackenzie Wallen, a crafter, Philip Kirian, another crafter, Artemis DeClan, a mystic, and Laurie Gerard, another mystic. So those are our characters, and on the back they've got a little story about each of them. So you can get some backstory. Then we've got our monsters that are trying to kill us. So got their name, their level, attributes, powers, and a little bit of flavor text, and some names that I'm definitely not going to be able to pronounce correctly. Migo, that's what I can get. Moon Beast, Thrall, a nice witch. And the artwork is just amazing on this. Formless Spawn, Night Gaunt, a little hound, an elder thing, Shoggoth, Spawn of Orn, and some more weird names. Spawn of Cthulhu, nice. Then we've got some apparel cards. So just going through this pretty quick. So there's different things there. Nice little vest. Some boots, jet boots, proximity bender, reinforced suit, trench coat, a drill visor, some charging boots, a nice little mask, runic apron, some essence boots. Of course, they've got their level up here in text. Spellbinder's hats, some twisting fate. Nice little holster. Clasp, battery, and a flare shield. Then we have some weapons that I'm pretty sure we're going to need for these guys. Nice little blade, barbed whip, a blood boost gun. brass umbrella, a delayer, nice glimpse catcher, a crossbow, a rogue rifle, blunderbuss, circular saw, hunting crossbow, glaive, and these are some nice slick cards. Doom Leaper, flamethrower. So definitely a variety of weapons to try to stay alive with and fight. And we're getting to our level 1 stuff here. Weaponsmith set, some ghost powder, and a pressurized rail. Then we have some artifacts. Napsu Chandler, charmed pipe, crystal figurine, flesh necklace, I can get gross, music box, Rotopod tactical manual, so I guess we're going to have time to read in this one. A Mephetic Belcher, Recyclotron, Galvanizer, Void Booster, Gazing Mirror, and a Wishmaster. And then some consumables. So we got a little kit, puzzle box, a sphere, little gas bomb, discharger, some venom, a little pulse grenade, a pretty looking egg, combustor, energy pulse, Florum, little combustor, vacuum bomb, a reflector, and a telekinetic projector. Then we're going to have some events. So we've got core events and then the ones that go with different scenarios. So they're just going to have some flavor text and what they're giving us. So just go through here. So not too many spoilers, but definitely quite a variety of stuff. Some revised tactics. And then these are going to be similar, but they've got a symbol up here letting us know which chapter they go with. So big variety on those also. Things that go boom. One with the shadows. And then we've got our horror events. Same thing. We just got some core and then the ones that go with our different chapters. So an abominable blast, some broken item, some creeping death. So just a lot of story text on those and then a little bit on their ability. Some reaching evil. And then the ones for the chapters with their symbol in the upper right. His house in his wake. Pay some tribute. So once again, a whole lot of flavor text. Then getting into our scenarios. So there's 3 scenarios. Then they're going to have some end games. So I'll just go through these pretty quick. So it's just those scenarios. Got some nice art and then, just like I said, just some story and what's happening when you reveal. They're just all going to flip over. And we've got the end game for horror in the ice. Then we go into the Statue of Despair. And as we progress along there, the end game part 1 in that section. Then we go into the Beast. Just going through the story. And the end game part 1 for the Beast, end game part 2 for the Beast. And that's a quick look at all the cards in the game. Then the task of putting everything back in the box, and kudos to them for letting us know how that gets done. So you can see they've got room for all the expansions to put in this also. And just looking inside here, there's plenty of room for sleeving your cards. Just don't ask me about the sizes. You have to get a hold of them because there's definitely some weird sizes on all this stuff. So all the cards, scenarios, and then dice in the bag in there. Then we have a piece with our player tokens and the rest of the standees and our player boards. So it'll slide right on in there. Then the rest of our standees. Our chapter board. All the tiles. And then the rest of our tokens. Slides right in the side. Rulebook and player aids, and that's everything in the box except all the player mats. So as always, hope you enjoyed this unboxing. So please click on the like button below and be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.